State of Kelly. The first thing I'm seeing, well, this was super easy to get off. I mean, it helps that half these little fucking door panel clips were just broken or completely missing. And I'm like, no wonder why it's so loose. Yeah, these things are shit. These I would want to get replaced with either Delrin or metal. If for whatever reason I cannot source that in a reasonable time frame, I'll just have it re-engineered, because you see between these posts here, there's tons of space. Yeah, looks like some of these didn't even come out with the panel. But yeah, we've got tons of space to drill holes and just mount that motherfucker directly to the panel. These, I believe, are the rivets to the power window motor. I haven't tested them because I haven't gotten a battery inside of this thing when having issues getting the post to fit the terminals. That's another story for another time. But if we needed to, we'd drill out these two rivets right here. And then there's some other part. Oh, wow, that's... yeah, and there's your third one. Okay, sorry, I'm just documenting and just cross-referencing what I've read versus what I've seen. It seems to be consistent so far. So, the other issue I'm having with this car for some reason is that this strike in particular is very soft. So let me actually do our little... All right, so watch. We're going to close. Now, that time it cooperated, but a lot of other times, I mean, this is my standard for how easy a door should be to close. That almost didn't work. So what's going to happen here, I'm going to do it for all the doors. I might as well. It's just the super, super, super deep lube and maintenance of the strike. Because it's really, everything I've seen about these is that if you just keep them greased, for me, that'd be for this car, probably 3 months. I'm not going to use as much of my Grand Marquis, but I am going to use it. So you just do a little ka-chunk, make it think that it's engaged, spray a shitload of mid-grade PB Blaster or whatever, white silicone grease. Just get all that in. So like this. This door is super fucking easy. I barely have to... Look at that. I'm still going to do it just to be thorough, but... Yeah, you'll see the other issue with these as well. So, remember, you may have noticed how the second control... So the first one is the power windows, and then the power seat control on the door, and then the second one, I believe, was window lock? I believe that's what it was. Oh, door lock. I'm sorry. Yeah. That switch there is, I believe, this guy. No, it's this one. This is one they glued the shit out of. And look at how fucking... Look at this. There's just nothing. It's one of these two. I know, okay, no, I think it is this one. Yeah, this is, right, because then this one's at the front. It's kind of like that. So, yeah, it's... There's a couple little posts that are, unfortunately, not of the quite strongest construction on these. So you see there's going to be, use two hands here. So for the door lock guy, there's going to be a post here. This one, I think, well, I even tried threading a screw in there that was from there just to see if it would work, and there was I only got like a little bit of bite. This post here, these work as a team. This post here is fucked. So I'm just going to have to zip tie it, and I can't use adhesive here. This is a vibration and heat cycling prone environment. Really, I think just zip tying it somehow to the structure. I mean, I could be maybe throwing like a really thin guy through the control for the power seat control. Because if it's going up through here, it's not going to be interfering with the operation of the little joystick there, I don't think. And then I'll just somehow daisy chain that. That way, this will stay secure, so it won't put any stress in the wiring, but it also won't be so loose that it'll just get swallowed up into the door panel. Because I'm like, why the heck is this? I mean, there's no way it's missing. So I'm like, it's probably inside the door panel somewhere, and there it was. These parts here, these posts are a little worse for wear. I might have to zip tie the controls back in there. They came out without incident, and then these were oddly enough in decent shape. See how there's a lot of threads left in the post right here? That's fine. And then this one here is a little cracked, but you know, I'm not going to take this apart and have this redone in metal. It's a fucking 30-year-old door panel that's in mostly good shape. And it would have been fine if they just not glued the ever-living fuck out of it. But, you know, no one's going to see any of this. And as long as the controls are secure and they work and the wiring isn't getting destroyed, which it shouldn't be, the wiring's fine on those, then shouldn't have any issues. Also, funny thing, manual door lock is it's just a little plastic tab and slider. It's just held there by pressure. It'd be like this little piece here. Once the door panel's off, this is just, look how loose this is. I mean, this isn't even making contact with the fucking, on this side, it's not even making contact with the piece that is, you can't really see it, but this piece right here, that's what it clicks into. So, whatever. I could care less if these door locks work, to be fair. Okay. So now the interior. It doesn't look bad from here, but I have yeah, this headliner needed to come out badly. It was, I mean, from what you saw earlier, it was starting to chunk off a little bit, and they tried to kind of half-ass repair it. Yeah, good fucking luck with that. And there was mice nest. I'm guessing that's what or Great Stuff Foam. Speaking of our friend Great Stuff Foam, like, look at this. Like, are you fucking serious? So yeah, this fender would have to come off anyway. They're gonna have to patch it. I've already priced that out. That's not a big deal. This is gonna get just sanded down, repainted. If they have to replace the roof rail weather strip here, then that's fine. I don't really care. Not a lot of money, but God, this thing. A little bit of film and dust there from pulling the headliner. Obviously, I got to secure these wires a little bit better, but you see, I've got plenty of places I can zip tie it and cable manage. This is just like what I did on my computer. I just kind of, because I don't want this anywhere near where people's hands are going to be, so I just kind of go, I just have it here temporarily, but I'd have it go like up here, like they did on the boxes. They'd have it go nice and high around that little upper edge there. And then, yeah, like there's like nothing holding it. I do like these trim pieces. These are going to stay. Those lights are going to stay. I don't know how well they'll hold up from the vibrations without the headliners to support it. But wow, we want to talk about a very, very temporary gluing situation here. Like, look at that. I mean, this doesn't bother me enough for me to hit it with a heat gun. This is the sort of thing where it's just going to come off as it comes off. Whatever, not a big deal. As long as this part's fine and the weather strip's fine and these are fine, which they are, then we're good. I do like my oh shit handles. Very, very useful to have when you drive cars the way I do. Fast and hard. I take care of them. Like I said, these seats are going to get redone. I think I mentioned that in the first video. These seats are going to get redone. Probably not this year. I really, really, really have to get my 1979 Chrysler New Yorker done. But I think it's either this or Oksana, my 79 LTD S single headlight car, will be coming up after that. So like I said, I'm just going to get as many little things done as I can. I'm going to vacuum the ever-living shit out of this. Thank God I put a dirty pair of pants to protect the shift linkage and everything, because holy shit, it was a mess like you wouldn't believe as that headliner was coming loose. And I just gently peeled most of it, and then I felt around for the wiring, pushed that out of the way, just used a small utility knife, sawed away at it. Mice had been living up in this car for a while, as you can probably tell. Oh yeah, I mean, there's still some more I want to hit. Like I'll be hitting all up and around here and a little bit back there, and certainly the floors and the carpets with the shop vac, certainly all this shit here. Because you may not be able to tell from here, but these are actually quite coarse. And you can't see any more, but like my hand was like super irritated after doing that. So if you're going to be doing that, which I would say you should, definitely wear gloves and at least a hoodie or maybe even a mask if you got one. I'm just amazed that this happened. I've never seen this on an Aerotown car ever. It's always these that get fucking destroyed from UV exposure, but I'm really not worried about it. This is all going to be redone in pillow top cloth, and this will just be done in proper rich velour / cloth, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, look at this. Wow. Probably should have taken my nice extension cord out of here before I started fucking around to the headliner, but oh well. Wow. Nice car, though. I mean, really, really nice car. I mean, I paid $500 for this. That's the thing to always remember. Pricing sets expectations. I mean, the other thing you're going to notice about these cars... Now, that doesn't sound bad to close, but what you're going to see... Remember what I said, it was a little old lady who owned this car, so all things equal, you know, the geriatric crowd does not have the same upper body strength as they used to. So, they are probably going to use this door as basically a crutch to get in and out of the car. It was not meant to do that, because this is what happens when you do that. Look at that. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. You think my door hinges are bent? Yeah, a little bit. It's fine. It's nothing a bunch of 2x4s and some floor jacks can't fix. I mean, I'm not going to be doing that. I don't have time to fuck around. This thing also had an alarm installed. I vaguely remember the owner mentioning that. This is either mouse nest or great stuff foam. Doesn't smell bad in here. It smells fine. What are they? Yeah. Oh, that's what they did. They put great stuff foam up in here. Nice. Why the fuck did you put great stuff foam up in here? What was the purpose of that? Oh, the headliner was missing a chunk. Better cover it up and, you know, not repair it or replace it properly. Oh, no. Oh, they even put great stuff foam over here, too. Yeah, that's good. I mean, it's not that big of a deal, but I think it wouldn't be a bad thing to do while we're here. I also figured out the issue with the park. I mean, I probably might be able to do it here. I don't like the style of parking brake. I find these are always super fucking finicky. So we're gonna go like this. Oh, foot fetish. Oh. Right? That time it worked. And then, see, okay, that time I was able to work it properly. But it doesn't always do that, which means at the bare minimum, it needs service. So whatever. I like the 89 and down style when it's the mechanical action of applying it. It feels a little bit more, we'll say, durable, for lack of a better expression. And then there's a little lever you grab next to the hood to release. It's horizontal instead of vertical. You go and it releases it. I think that's better than that style, but you know. I also hear that the 80 to 89 style parking brake, pedal, and release system is a little bit easier to maintain and work on anyway. So from just long-term maintenance point of view, I think that makes sense to do. Actually, okay, we're good. Sorry, I just get super excited when I'm around these cars. I just get so happy. I think of all the fun things that will be getting done and other little pieces that need to get done. Yep, that's what we need. Got to grease that. But yeah, I mean, like, so this door panel isn't bad. It's not like the past side one when, you know, half the clips were either busted or missing. Very dirty, though. Very, very dirty. I mean, not a big deal. I'll just vacuum it out. Do not get attached to these black plates. I don't think these are going to stay. I mean, especially with the rocker trim that I deleted, or will be fully deleted when the rockers are repaired. So don't get too attached to that. It's a nice car. The other thing I noticed as well, I'm getting a little distracted, but since we're here, like I said, they had an alarm put in. I just did a quick search on this. Because I was wondering, why is there a really thin, look like a 18 or 20 gauge wire, super fucking tiny, going inside the hood there. I thought, well, it's definitely it's a little small for it to be for a stereo. And it's not going to anything either. So where does it go to? It was snipped not too long ago, I can tell you that. It was snipped before I got the car. Yeah, this little guy right here. And then I traced it. I'm like, okay, so yeah. This is probably the ground wire for that. So that whole system's gonna go bye-bye. I'm not gonna be dealing with it. But yeah, we're getting somewhere with this car. I expect this car to be in for the shift linkage fix, the fluid flushes. I mean, I'm gonna take her for some trips around the block. This is gonna be off these fucking shitty ass battery cables that are shit. Oh my god. Like, come on. Like, come on. Like, this isn't even come on. Fucking hate when cheap repairs are done. It just doesn't do anybody any good. Just fix it properly. And if you can't afford to fix it properly, pay for it. Pay for what you can when you get it done, and then pay off the rest. And then if you can't afford that, then park the car. So I guess to the credit of the person who I sold this from, they at least just parked it when things got bad. But I mean, I'm still on the hook for those rocker panels. This I'm gonna finish getting rid of. Don't get attached to those little chunkos there. It's a nice car though. I think between cleaning out the interior and just getting some miscellaneous stuff ready to go, I think this car will be ready for her maiden voyage around the subdivision and around the block several times tonight. What? Don't worry about this. This is just peeling paint. I don't really give a shit. And this car isn't seeing any more winters either, so she's fine. These windshield seals are going to be replaced as well. Definitely not this year. If only because this thing isn't going to be a daily for very long. I'm going to drive it around a little bit, really just get a feel. And then park it indoors. I've already got that storage booked for at least either the last week of April or first week of May or thereabouts. And then that's also when I'll be taking delivery of Allie, that lovely, lovely maroon 1980 Mark VI from hell. Yes, that one. That that I'm convinced that car is well over 50% Bondo. At least if you're looking at everything below, like here. Now this car's fine. This car's fine. And they really didn't have as many problems. It didn't suffer from as much piss poor bodywork. Bumper cover, typical sag. That's easy. That'll be done probably around the time that this thing gets the frame swap, the windshield seal replacements, and might as well do the rest of the weather strip if it needs it. And then trim holes, I just quickly silicone this. It's fine. This thing isn't seeing a lot of rain when I'm driving her around anyway, so I'm not worried about it, but a little bit better in here. I vacuumed tons of shit out. I mean, I'm not gonna cut out every single last solitary fragment, but especially back there, oh my God, it needed it. Okay. Well, this should open much easier. Oh yeah, nice and easy. Nice. Close, we're just gonna go. Perfect. Perfect. It's exactly what it should be. This one, it's not going to open as much. So it doesn't have as much travel. I also probably didn't spray that section as much as I could. Oh, wow, that's got a lot of sag. I guarantee once the sag is fixed, this should open and close a lot easier, but that's not bad for a door that sags like 1.5 inches. That's really not bad. Perfect. So, cool. Very cool. Okay, this is acceptable. I just got to clean all this shit off, get it kind of organized. Oh, this is a fun thing as well. So the owner also included some of their, yeah. I know, oh, grounding plug. No, I'm going to be an electrician, so I kind of have to care about safety. So, like, that's not going to work. Thankfully, whatever. I mean, but just little things you learn when dealing with these older cars. You'll learn what the standard of work was and how closely supervised any subcontractors, if any, were on the job. I mean, this is how the car should be to operate. Like, just like watch this. Boom. Yeah, barely even had to push down. It's a nice car. $500.
Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. Uh-oh. Oh no, what is this?
There's nothing here. It gets really bad right about here. There's nothing. You can't really see it from here, but we're gonna crawl into the car and you're gonna see what I mean. Now this I expected, this dog leg. This I'm not surprised about. You can kind of see the outside from here. That's where I'll just, yeah. That's why you got to take care of your rocker panels and your wheel arches. Let's see how this side looks. Oh, that's always a good sign. Yep, they didn't replace the body plugs in the trunk floor here, did they? Evidently not. Oh, this side doesn't look very good either. This is just flaky and loose. What the fuck? What the heck? This looks like inside out rust. What the hell? There's just nothing. What the heck did they do with the quarter panels on these cars? You can see, because here's, yeah, because like this is the bumper cover. What? That's fucking weird. Yeah, see, they even did it here. Yeah, this is gonna need. Yeah, I'm really glad this car is getting parked indoors. It definitely is gonna need it. Trunk seal is, needs to be re-glued. It's holding its shape reasonably well. Don't see. I mean, that's basically a continuous seal. I'm not worried about that. But like, what is this? What? How do you get this in here? Unless mice living in it, but that wouldn't explain all of this. Like, look at how bad that is. There's supposed to be metal there. And down there, too. And you can see the ground, because watch this. Yeah. So, I've gotten out of the back of these things quite a lot. Holy motherfuck. All right, so apparently our problem is like right around here. It's worse on the pass side, but the driver's side does not look very happy because here's our bumper cover. Oh, yeah. There you go. Yeah. That's just called the rear wheels kicking up whatever junk goes flying. Yeah. There you go. There you go. Oh, yeah, there we go. I don't even know if this is an issue with this type of car because the big bumper cars, I don't know. The boxes didn't have this. I mean, from what I can see with all the mud that's caked on here, I guess whenever it gets wet, you know, because road grime is fine, but mud, it just sticks. Look at this, dude. This whole fucking panel's got to come out because this is inside of the trunk floor. Can't really see from here, but yeah, see all the... Wow, that's bad. Okay. See, shit like this is what tips the scales in favor of Oksana, the 79 LTD S. Jesus Christ. That's bad. Fuck. All right, let's check the other side. Yeah. More chunks. Chunks. Oh, holy shit. I mean, this isn't to the point where it's like, oh shit, I can't drive this thing. Like, you know, I take this thing to work. We're just driving around town, but oh yeah. It's gonna get, well, because we know this section here is bad. And then we know because the rear wheels are kicking shit back because the body mounts are a little collapsed here. A little bit of scale back here too. Not terrible for the year, honestly, but oh, all the shit that just blew out there too. I wouldn't even really going crazy with it. Oh, yeah. Quarter panel. Yeah, there you go. That's bad. So this is supposed to be somehow conjoined with this. Huh? But that doesn't make sense to put that there because the fucking, oh, okay. Well, might as well just, yeah, fuck it. What the hell? This is bizarre. I don't think I've ever seen this before. Is it because of this? Might be. It's got nowhere to drain. What in the... Okay, then like, what the hell is this, dude? That's not a good sign. Okay. So this black plastic piece... so if I take this off... Oh, I just chicken wired it. Oh my god. Oh, that's not good. All right, well, let me see. Oh, what do we even do with this? Because this has to stay. There's nothing we can do about this. This has to be here. But this bottom piece, like, what is this even doing? I mean, it's not protecting it for shit. It's trapping things. What the fuck? Like, because this I don't give a shit about. This is plastic. This is metal. This is fine. This is fine. On the driver's side, it needs a patch. What the heck? This is super weird. Yeah, I honestly think this plastic piece thingy here, this outer piece of trim is the issue. Oh my god, that's incredible. Yeah. And they chicken wired it because it wasn't staying attached. Oh, surprise. Ooh, is that the inner bumper? Up there? Hold on, I want to check this out now. Oh. Yeah, let's take a peek. Because, oh boy, if that's bad, then I might as well just swap to 1990 bumpers, front and rear. Because I know they use the same front and rear bumpers as the 88 to 91 Grand Marquis and LPD Crown Victoria. So, let's see. Scale. Gotta move my camera. It's yeah. Because right, it had a metal inner bumper, and it still kept the bumper shocks. Oh, it's scaly. It's definitely not happy, but this is solid. It just needs some fucking attention. Oh, yuck. Okay. Let's even check down here. This is fine. Okay, as long as it's not getting outside anymore. Okay. Or rather not. As long as this card doesn't see any more winners, this will be all right. This really needs attention, though. Jesus. At least they paint. At least it looks like they sort of painted it these years. It's not like the early boxes when there's just nothing and it's just rotted within a couple of years. At least did that. All right, because then here's the valence panel for the tail light up here where my fingers are. Wow. Okay. Yeah, I really think it was just the combination of it being driven on, like, dirt roads. I mean, because that's bad enough. Like, this shit's got to get pressure washed out periodically. Because, like, look at all this. I mean, I'm just half-assed loosening this in my finger. If I hit this with one of my blowers, it'd be like a fucking sandstorm down here. Holy shit. I think that, yeah. I think this bottom piece is the issue, and the fact that it's all, that's nice. Look at that nice quality rigging setup. Jesus Christ. This is terrible. So is this all one piece, though? Because it's really, it's just the side pieces here that I have a problem with. I mean, if I could just cut it, maybe use like a multi-tool or something and just go right here, snip it, pull this piece off. Because what, yeah, it's so fucked. Look at this. Look at this. Oh, yeah. Very nice. And just have like an electrical run near the exhaust. Great. Awesome. Fantastic. Oh, yeah, look at that. It's not happy. Oh, yeah. What the fuck, dude? That's so bad. That is so bad. Yeah, and right here, because I know they taped it. Yeah, this is, it's got a pinhole here. I mean, it's not bad for the age. I expect there's going to be some issues here. A little bit here as well. They just didn't. These plugs need to be replaced. But I might as well just have them all done. It's not that big a deal at this point. Oh, what is this? Is this a strap for the exhaust? What is it even? No. What is it? What is it even doing here? Then it's not strapped to anything. What the hell? All right, let me see here. What are we doing here? What is this? Like an anti-static or ground? Oh, okay, no, I see what it is. No, it is a strap for the exhaust. Okay, it's not really. Oh, it's so loose, though. Oh, my God. It's not doing anything. Okay. Okay, so I think I finally understand the problem here. So, because this is the Caprices from this era have the similar problem, is the rear wheels are kicking shit back. It's bombarding the ever-living fuck out of the inside edge of this panel. That's why, see how it's bubbling through? But you can still see some of the gold paint. Not really well here because it's so rotted, but the only thing I can think of is that because you have two dissimilar pieces, so you've got this plastic that's kind of flexible, and then behind it is the metal for like the trunk floor and everything. Maybe it's just, you know, the constant, especially if it's having stress put on the wrong parts of it, which it has been, as you can tell. And when I come out from under here, tightness in my eyes. Oh, that's why we have two of them. Yeah, you can even see there's nothing holding it on here. There was supposed to be something here, but it's supposed to sit it sags. Look at this. This isn't even the worst one that I've seen. This is fairly typical. But then, yeah, I think I'm just gonna snip this plastic piece right here. Get rid of that, and then maybe get rid of this bottom edge, because I don't know, because the nature of cutting through plastic and stuff, you can't really put it back once you've committed. But as long as this piece is here, because the front piece front piece can stay. It's not hurting anything there. I can double check, but I'm quite confident that's fine. I think just cutting it up to like right here, this line. I mean, not this exact line, but close to it, which conveniently enough is right here. Cut that whole fucking shit off. You can even see. Look at that. That's where you're gonna get problems. Shit's gonna collect. It's gonna, yeah, okay. I need to borrow a multi-tool. Or buy one if I want to be intelligent. Oh, what the fuck? Oh, that's so sad. I mean, that we're not out of the woods yet, though, because even if we cut this bottom edge off, which is what I'm thinking was going to have to happen here, I don't see any other way. Oh, that's gonna be not gonna be a fun cut to make. But so say we do it, okay, and then we're gonna go all the way around. So then so then that bottom edge is all the way fucking around here. Just snip it. Because I don't see any other way. Because the problem isn't stuff up here. Because stuff up here, because you see my hand is right here on the outside and it's fine. It's all the shit below this little lip here. Much like on the rocker panels. That's where we had a problem there. And up here, obviously, the fenders had a problem there, but that's because the rocker panel near the base of the cowling and the pillar there, that run out and blew out the fender as well. In other words, it started back here, and it worked its way frontwards, which makes sense, given the patterns of corrosion I've seen. But here, it's fine, because this whole fucking assembly is plastic. The metal doesn't start until up here. So I don't really give a shit about if this stays. And, most of the underbody aero, you're going to get more of an effect from the shit you do in the front. But even here, see, look at this. Look how fucking rotted. There was something attached to here. Hold on. Look at that. Rotted that motherfucker right off. I bet you that was maybe part of that plate there. Wouldn't be surprised. So it doesn't matter now. Wow. These cars lead hard fucking lives around here. Except for $500, I'm, like pricing sets expectation. I'm just learning a lot about these cars. I see why. So on these cars, the doors are almost always pristine because they have good door drainage, as we've established. But see, look, it's. I mean, there's a little bit of light pitting, I'm sure, on some of these edges, but this is nice. Really nice drainage too. Giant drain holes. Could probably use another one here, or do with the Caprice and have a double-sided one, which is fucking awesome. If once you pull the trim, those doors are. You have no moisture even after a big rainstorm. Maybe a light white, really light whip through with a rag or even a sweater sleeve cleans that shit right out. So, back to our earlier point, I think a multi-tool is what we need. I don't see any other way that this is going to work, because we know that the problem on both sides and even behind for the inner bumper, because this is the faceplate is plastic, because that's what they started doing in '91. So, same story. Yeah, it's just this little extension thing here. What the fuck? It's just dumb. Why would they? Yeah, because if we're above that lip, it's not this had a problem before. This is where it started, and then it just worked its way back. Ignore the dust. I'm just gonna pull some chunks on so I can get a better example of my concept here. So see, this. This is the inboard edge, right? This is the edge that's facing the road. Yeah. So that's exactly what I thought. Okay. This also has a problem because, it was driven on dirt roads and it never had the dirt cleaned out from under it and all that shit. That's why I don't like driving on dirt roads. It's so bad for your cars and trucks unless you're super fucking anal about getting shit cleaned out. It's I'm not gonna get crazy into this now, but this is just my finger, and this stuff is coming off in chunks. Look at this. I mean, it's a little better. Oh, yeah. There we go. That's a little better. I mean, it's still not perfect. There's still going to be a little bit I still have to vacuum out. But hey, without all that carpeting there, what do you know? I can get all up and down here, get all this shit cleaned out. As I do think that this had some water intrusion from the trunk seal or maybe the vinyl top. Not a lot, but see, there was water sitting here at one point. You can even see. That's the only spot on the trunk gutters where I see anything. You got a couple little. That's just from the factory, I would think there. But yeah, it's really, really interesting. Yeah, I think assuming the LTD that I'm going to be taking delivery of in August, assuming that thing is in better shape body-wise than Kelly here, which I'm thinking it will be, then I think that should be the priority. This is still better than Stacy, my '84 town car, but it definitely, like, having to rebuild the inner and then having a multi-tool, it's just, look, more quality electrical work. This looks aftermarket. This doesn't look factory to me. There's no Ford part number on this either. And this was unplugged in the trunk when I got it. The car ran fine, so that's going bye-bye. Discard pile. But look at the quality. Oh, ignore that. You can just see the quality of electrical work here. Are these even, like, do they even use, like, butt connectors or taps on this? Let's find out. Should have a knife somewhere here. If not, I'll just use my, should have a pair of scissors. Always have those. The fuck? This isn't, I mean, I can tell you, as someone who's done some, like, you know, rip out and replace jobs, I have a funny feeling that they didn't even use proper fucking, like, connector parts for this. I'm quite confident they just cut into them and then just kind of wrapped them around each other. Oh, nice. All right, let's just do a little. I really don't want to have to get my utility knife, but I might have to, because they wrapped it. I mean, you know, if you're doing shitty wiring here, I mean, they wrapped it real tight. This is still not a good connection, though. This isn't even, like, anti-static tape. This is like packaging tape or, like, masking or painter's tape or something. I'm just curious as to what this goes to. Hold on. What does this say? 14 PED A, B, C, D, E. I don't believe this is self-test input. Usually on the Fords, it's under the hood, at least from everything that I've seen. So, interesting. All right. Well, I'm gonna cut it open to see what I can find. I'm also gonna be vacuuming this out at some point and getting more fuel for the car. Fun.